So you're thinking about moving to Woodbridge and Irvine in beautiful Orange County, California? Well, in this video, we're going to go over the pros and cons of living in Woodbridge and Irvine, California. And you want to stay with us till the end because we're going to give you a quick market update of what's going on in the market here in Irvine, California. With things constantly changing the way they've been, you want to stick around for this. So let's get to it. If this is your first time to the channel, welcome. If you want to know everything there is to know about living, working, playing, eating, and owning a home here in Irvine, California, you've come to the right channel. So do us a favor, hit the subscribe button, click the bell for notifications, and give us a like if you'd be so kind so that you can be kept up to date of what's happening in the market here in Irvine, California. Hi, my name is Veronica Ruiz and I'm with Coldwell Banker. My husband and I, Bruce Clark, have been in real estate for over 17 years, and we get calls and emails, messages from people all the time from all over the country and sometimes other places in the world, and we absolutely love it. So whether you're looking to make a move in the next 5 days, 50 days, or even further out, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, set up a Zoom call with us. We'd love to help you make a smooth move to Irvine, California and surrounding communities. So Woodbridge. Woodbridge is a very popular community in Irvine for so many different reasons. One of the reasons being there being so many activities, so many things that you can do. We have the beautiful lake, as you can see. We have two lakes actually here, North Lake, South Lake. There are just an abundance of parks. There's so many things to do. There are beautiful trails. There's nearby hiking. And you probably, I'm not sure you can see, but nearby, well, when I say nearby, within a couple of hours, you take a 2-hour drive, you can actually go to the snow. Less than 30 minutes away is the some of the world-renowned beaches that we have. There are just so many things to do here. Additional amenities are just a huge number of tennis courts. You have swimming pools, community pools that you can enjoy. You actually have a beach here at the lake that you can enjoy if you live in Woodbridge. And there are dozens of basketball courts, volleyball courts. I mean, you name it, you can probably find, the outdoor activity to do here in Woodbridge. Weather, definitely a pro. The average temperature here is about 74 degrees. Not today, but usually it's about 74 degrees. And we have over 300 days of beautiful sunshine. So you really, and also we don't really have a lot of the huge bugs. We have bugs, obviously, but we don't have a huge, issue with mosquitoes and things like that. So that's a definite pro. Another pro, big pro here, are the schools. The schools are very highly rated here in Irvine, and in Woodbridge also the schools, again, very highly rated. Education is definitely a top priority here in Irvine, so your children would definitely enjoy just having a wonderful education here. Another pro is safety. Irvine has been voted one of the safest cities in the country for a city of its size. So you can go for a walk, whether it be early in the morning, when the sun is coming up, at sunrise, sundown, and at night. I've lived in Woodbridge, I've lived in Irvine, and always felt very safe. And our children, are playing and riding their bikes. And so that's a definite pro, is just, the safety here in Irvine. HOAs. When I say that that's a pro, that the HOAs here are fairly reasonable. They start anywhere from about $115 a month. And then if you get near the lake, they're definitely higher. They're around $400. But in comparison to other communities in Irvine, they're very reasonable. Some of the HOAs can get over $800 in some areas in Irvine. So it is fairly reasonable. And there are no Mellows because it's an older community. So you don't have the Mellows. The infrastructure is already here. You have the schools, the roads. So that is definitely a pro. Another pro to living in Woodbridge would be how centrally located it is. You're very close to the 405 freeways. You have the toll roads, and you also have the university. UCI is nearby. You have community college very close by, also Irvine Valley Community College. So you have a lot of things that are within walking distance, just right across the way here. There's the shopping center, the Woodbridge Village Shopping Center. And they have wonderful restaurants, they have a grocery store, and you can just walk right across the road here and visit that shopping center. So that's a definite pro as well. Now, let's get into the cons of living here in Woodbridge. As we mentioned before, being so close, so centrally located is a pro. When you want to hop on the freeway, you got to get to work, you want to drive somewhere. But it's also a con because there's so many freeways, highways nearby, there is a lot of traffic. Traffic can tend to get pretty heavy, especially during traffic hour. Even the roads here, we had these huge, beautiful, big roads, very well maintained roads, but the traffic does get heavy. So that is a con. And another con is the cost of living here. The cost of living in Woodbridge and Irvine, California is definitely high. The median home price here in Irvine is about 1.2 million. And really it's, you know, I know there are other places in the country you can buy very nice homes for $300,000, $400,000. That's not going to happen here in Irvine. And just gasoline, you know, gas is, I think the last time we checked, about $4.75 a gallon. And I know there are, you know, other states that they're definitely not paying $4.75 a gallon, and just groceries. So cost of living tends to be higher here. So that is one of our cons. Another con, which relates back to the highways, there's noise, because there's so many highways and the major roads here. There can tend to be, you know, a lot of noise during traffic hour. You hear the cars, you know, swooshing by. So that's another con of living in the community. Another con would be public transportation. We don't really have very good public transportation here. I remember when I was a young lady, my father used to tell me, you know, men are like buses in New York City. One comes by every 5 minutes. Well, not here. You definitely don't have buses coming by every 5 minutes. If you need to have a vehicle. If you're going to live here, you definitely do need to have a car, or you're going to be taking a lot of Ubers and taxis and whatnot, because most things, a lot of things are not, well, like I said, here in this community, yes, you have, you know, your restaurants nearby, but you're going to need a car to get around most anywhere. I touched a little bit on the shopping, but another definite pro is not within walking distance, but just a few minutes away, you have South Coast Plaza, which has, you know, just amazing stores there. You have your very high end. You have pretty much everything you could think of. You have Irvine Spectrum, which is an outdoor mall. Also, you have just wonderful restaurants there. You have millions of square feet of shopping, dining, and entertainment, which takes me to our next con, the nightlife. The nightlife here in Woodbridge and in Irvine is pretty much non-existent. So lights are pretty much out at 9 p.m., which I personally really don't mind. You know, when I was much younger, we would travel. You can go to Newport Beach, which is not too far. You can go to, if you want to drive a little bit farther, the nightlife in LA is just abundant. But if you want to just drive a few minutes, that's pretty much, it's just not going to happen here. You do have to get in a car and you have to drive somewhere if you want to enjoy that nightlife. And that's definitely a con. I'm going to give you a very quick market update. This is for the last 30 days in Irvine, California. So we are here on our computer. So this is, again, this is the last 30 days. It's a market snapshot, as we call it, for Irvine, California, for single family, townhome, and condos. So the average sales price went down 4%. To 1,490,000. And my apologies, earlier in the video I had mentioned the median price being 1,200,000, and that's actually Orange County is what I had in my mind. That's the average for Orange County, not Irvine. So the median list price was 1,400,000, and that is actually up 8% from November. So the list price actually went up. Now, the sales price to list price ratio actually went down 8%, which means that homes sold for 8% less on average than what they were listed at. So that was 97.25%. And then here we have the number of properties sold was 90 in the last 30 days, which is down 45% from the previous month, which was to be expected. Typically during the holidays, you don't have as many homes going up for sale. People don't want to move during the holidays, but it was a significant drop. And then the month's supply of inventory, as you see here, actually went up 207%. It was 3.41 months. And so this tells us that we're getting back to a more normalized market. The days of houses flying off the market and or being sold within 2 days are definitely gone, but that was not the norm. You know, that was not normal, and it's not a healthy market. So we're definitely getting back to a more normalized market. So thank you so much. So overall, Woodbridge is a wonderful community that has just a huge amount of amenities, just a wonderful amount of natural beauty. And it would definitely, personally, I mean, I lived here, like I said, I lived here for years, and it was definitely a wonderful place, I think, to call home. But you do want to weigh the pros and cons. It's not for everybody. So again, we really appreciate you joining us. If you're thinking about buying or selling a home in the next 5 days, 50 days, or further out, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. We'd love to help you make a smooth move to Irvine, California and surrounding communities.